people. He's coming to town. No matter what Boris says, he's coming. Fudge Boris. We're still gonna have Christmas, guys. How is everybody? Welcome to the last show of Real Relevant and Right Now in 2020. Oh my God. It's been an emotional bloody year for us all, hasn't it, guys? And it's just been, well, I can't even say it's got better after the news that we all got. I know us Londoners and many people around the world, we've all gone into tier 4. So we're basically on lockdown for Christmas. So, yeah, it's... I'm laughing. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I just think we all need to keep positive, really. Like, I'm going to try and have the best Christmas possible, and I hope you all are too. But how is everybody? How's everyone doing? Hey, Neff. Hey, Jode. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Michelle. Lovely to see you all. And as you know, today's show, as it's the last show, it's a Christmas special. I thought, what better way to end than to just reconnect with as many of the guests as possible. I get we're all super busy. But yeah, I know some of you have made some time for this evening. So I'm super grateful. And we're all going to be talking about what we're grateful for and doing a little recap, really, on, you know, where we've come from since the last time we spoke. So my first guest of this evening was my first guest when I first initially started this show, Miss Jodie Eames. Right, Jode, can you request to be in the video, please? Can you request me, or do you want me to add you? There we go. So we're our first guest of this evening, hopefully soon, Madam Jojo. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You're looking gorgina. Yay, I got the tree too. Amazing. How are you, beautiful girl?
I'm very good. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm well, thank you. How is everything? Because I know that Wales has now gone, you guys are in lockdown, right?
Yeah, we went into lockdown last night with immediate effect. So,
oh my gosh, so what does that mean? Basically the same as us, tier 4.
Yeah.
Everything lock off.
Yeah, basically.
Have you got all your Christmas stuff ready? Have you wrapped your prezzies?
Yes, I am all organised, thank God. I've
Food ready?
Everything's ready.
Oh, Joe, same. I'm so happy. I think it's the first, you know what I'm like. I'm lastminute.com. Usually do all my shopping Christmas Eve. Yeah. Everything's wrapped. Everything's in the fridge. Alcohol's on the shelf.
Okay?
I don't know what's going on. This is like a whole new me. Let's take the positives from this year. But Jodie, so let's go back. You were my first ever guest on Real Relevant and Right Now.
Yes, I was. Yeah. All that
and do you remember, I literally had this idea. I think I was sunbathing in lockdown 1.0. Yeah. Then I called you and was like, Joe, do you want to be the first guest? Because I need to start this idea. Like,
yeah, it feels like yesterday.
I know, doesn't it? And do you remember you rang me? You're like, Kirst, I'm so nervous. Can we do a run through? Oh, it was so amazing. But your episode was called One for the Mums. And we spoke all about how you're an empowering queen. You're a single mummy. You've got your own business. And we just basically, you actually inspired. From that first show, we had so many women contacting us, actually, just saying how inspiring you were and how, you know, because you started Maya's Pancake House, right?
Yes, yeah, I did, yeah, during lockdown, the first lockdown.
Yeah, and that's where, like, you were basically making pancakes, but you were donating all the money to the NHS.
Yeah.
Which was absolutely amazing. And so many people, I know, a friend of mine, she started doing waffles during lockdown, like, so you were like the very start of this whole journey that I've been on. So I'm so grateful for you being on the show, Jojo. So where are you at now? What's been going on with you?
Not a lot. I'm literally going back on furlough again. And obviously everything's gone back into lockdown. So I'm just going to enjoy Christmas and make the most of it.
Completely. And Joe, I'm literally going to try and run through because we've got like a couple of people. I mean, we've got a few of the guests coming on tonight, so it's going to be a super quick interview. But what would you say you've learned during lockdown so far?
I've learned to be at peace with being on my own and in my own company all the time.
I love that. And how does that feel?
Great.
Yes.
Amazing.
I love that, Jodie. And what are you grateful for, Jode? You know, we're coming up to the Christmas season. It's going to be super different. A lot of our Christmas plans have been, you know, completely demolished by old Boris and this bloody virus that we've got going on. So I think it's just super important for us to focus on the things that we do have. So yeah, what are you really grateful for?
I'm just really grateful for my friends and family. I think that's all we really need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amen. I agree with you. Jojo, I love you so, 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 so much.
Love
Thank you
you.
so much for joining us, and we will reconnect in 2021. I miss you. I love you. Have a wonderful Christmas.
See you soon.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Okay, so our next guest, guys, is Dre. Dre, I think that you've just joined. So if you can request to be in the video, that would be amazing. Hello, beautifuls. Thank you all so much for joining. Hopefully I can get Dre on real soon. There he is. Send request. And hopefully Dre's going to be in the video. Super duper super soon. We're connecting. Dre!
Hey, what's up? What's
What's
up?
going on?
I'm chilling.
How are
Just
you?
pick up the baby. Yeah, I'm good.
Everything going on right now.
Yeah, you know, just hold on. Can I see myself? Yeah, all right, there we go.
Yeah, we can see
Yeah,
you.
so how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? It's so good to see you.
I'm good, you know, keeping busy.
Is that a little baby in your arms right now? Oh my
Yeah, that's a
God, look at this
little
gorgeous face.
yeah,
Hey, you. Oh, bless it. Oh,
yeah,
Trace, you on daddy duty.
yeah.
So
But
how have things been? I know we last connected way, way, way back in summer. You were my second guest on the show, Dre, which I'm so, so grateful for, and for you to be part of this journey. And obviously we were talking about your album, Shade Theory. How have
right,
things been
right.
going for you musically?
Everything been going good since then. I dropped another project, a collab EP. Big shout out to Passport Rab. I did it with him. It's called Foreigners 2. That's all right
Amazing.
now. I've been dropping videos, some visuals. I even got a chance to do a couple shows, even though we in some type of lockdown, I guess you could say. I still got to
Yeah,
do like a couple summertime shows and some traveling. So it's been pretty good.
that's
Oh,
amazing.
I got a children's book out too.
I
So
know that's what I was going to
been
ask you
pretty
about. I saw
good.
this, and I know we touched upon it a little bit. Tell us about the book.
So it came out officially at towards the end of November.
Yep,
And it's called Hanley the Hippo. It's a children's book. Just talks about it gives a good life lesson for kids in a fun way. So that's like a new
amazing.
thing for me. So I'm excited about that. And
No,
you know,
definitely.
yeah, 2020 been good. I know we've been going through a lot as far as like the pandemic and everything, but you know, I figured I'd make the best out of the situation. And you know, we all creators, so I just got
Amen.
extra creative.
No,
Yeah.
I love that. And I love that because it's so refreshing, Dre. It's like you're actually one of the first people I think that says 2020 has been great for you. And I love
Yeah,
that you said
yeah,
that. Do you know what I mean?
exactly. I
100%.
think
And with the book, Dre, like, where can we get it? Obviously, you're out in the States. We're over here in the UK. Is it available on Amazon? Like, where can people find the book?
yeah, you could go right on Amazon and pick it up. Just search Hanley the Hippo. I'll
Haley the
type it.
Hippo, guys. Make sure you
I'll type
search
it.
it. And what's the latest project, Dre? Where can everybody find that? Spotify, all music
So
platforms?
my most recent project, like I said, is the collab project. It's called The Foreigners 2. It's on all streaming platforms. And my solo one is the one we talked about in the original interview, Shade Theory. And right now I'm working on another joint EP and another solo project. And more videos to come. All types of stuff we doing in 2000 before the
I
end
am
of the year is
loving
over.
it. Dre, you are keeping it moving. You're an inspiration. And I know this is something we spoke about last time when I said it's your energy. It's infectious. So please keep putting those vibrations out there, man.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate the support, of course. I see Trish Jane in the check-in. I
Yes.
appreciate the support. You know, you've been there supporting. We here for you. Same likewise. I see you looking real festive. You got the tree in the
Hey, we
background.
got a Christmas
That's
tree,
what's up.
y'all.
Holidays and all that. That's what's up.
No,
But yeah, I appreciate
100%.
you having me on your platform. It means a lot. And we just got to keep lifting each other up.
Amen. And I appreciate you. It's been amazing. And one of the things that I've said I'm super, super grateful for in 2020, considering we've been in lockdown for most of it, is that I've been able to meet people and make new friends, even if it's just been
Exactly.
across the airwaves. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
100%. So, Dre, you looking
Yeah.
forward to Christmas?
Yeah, every day. I'm looking forward to every day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
we just trying to make the best out of every day right now. So right.
I love that. And Dre, like I'm
Yeah.
asking all of the guests that have come on the show, what are you grateful for? What are you most grateful for after going through this tremendous year that we've all had?
I'm grateful for like, just having the mentality to not give up and not let the negativity or things going on through this year, put me down. And of course I'm grateful for family, and I'm grateful for everything. Your platform, meeting new people, everything. Like it's just been good. Like despite, like I said, all the bad things going on, we've been out here making the best out of it. Including you. Like you making the best out of it with what you doing. Because there's some
Amen.
people that's not doing anything. They just shut down with the shutdown.
Yeah. And
So
I think that's so true. And I think, yeah, that's so right. And that's why I'm so, so grateful. Like I said, we've got to keep trying to inspire others to rise and rise higher, because a lot of people have shut down. So if you've got the strength, if you've got that light, we need to shine bright 100%. And that's what you've been doing.
I appreciate you.
No, listen, I appreciate you. Dre, thank you so, so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. And we will catch up
You
soon, my
too.
friend.
Enjoy
Big
your
love.
holidays. All right. Much
Happy
love from
holidays.
Jersey. All right. I'm gonna stay tuned. How you Yeah, you can X.
Done it. Okay, amazing. So next up we've got Richard. Richard, you here? Can you request to be in my video? Or am I gonna have to find you? Let's get Rich. There he is. So we've now got Richard joining us. This is crazy. I'm like trying to go through it. Rich!
Yes,
How are
Kirsty.
you?
We said, babe, let me turn the volume up, turn myself up, turn up,
Can you
turn
hear
up,
me?
turn
Can you
up.
hear me?
Yeah, how are we? How are
Oh
you?
my gosh, I'm good. How are you?
Looking
First
all
and foremost, how
festive
are
there with your
you?
tree in the background. Nice. Yeah.
So, Rich, you
Mm.
were the catalyst in me starting Real Relevant right now. You
Oh.
basically had a heart-to-heart conversation with me. You sat me down, you said, Kirst, I don't know why you're putting up all these boundaries, all these barriers about you haven't got that many followers. You haven't got... Just do. Just start something and keep it moving. And this is now the 26th episode. So I can't tell you how grateful, not only am I for our friendship, but just for your honesty, your support, and your motivation always. Because I honestly don't think if I had that conversation with you at the very, very beginning, I probably wouldn't have started this.
Oh.
No, fully. Like, you are the motivator.
Yeah, but Kirst, you come on, like even just listening to you is just soothing. You're just so amazing at this. I think this is just it is your calling, and I'm sure. I mean, the amount of episodes you've already put out there,
I know.
people don't understand. It's not just you having to jump on this and then talking to other people. It's the preparations, the mental preparation that goes with it. All of that. It requires a lot of work, and then obviously you probably are the best person for it. And
Rich.
I'm inspired by it, by what you do. So yeah, definitely, I could see that in you. So this is just it's a walk in the park for you.
Oh, I love you. It wasn't at first. It wasn't at first, but now I feel like I'm getting in my motion.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Rich, so you were on the 3rd episode, and that was all about Doorstep Active. And then we had you back on a little more recently, and that was all about Be Inspired. And we were talking about your fitness, your health, and what you've been doing. Where are you at now? What's been going on with you?
Oh yeah. So at the moment, I left the company I was working for Newham. So I'm now working for myself. And
Energy.
And I did say, obviously, working for Newham was one of the things that held me back. But at least I was giving back to the community. And to the people in the community, kids, and all the people, to keep the community active and get people really training and being mindful of how important training is. But now 100%. I'm actually going to run with it solo, and I know I'm just hopeful. Well, I'm not hopeful. I know there's greater things, more amazing things to come.
Definitely. And do you feel that lockdown, like this was a real positive kind of push for you to go solo? Because I'm not going to lie, Richard, in lockdown, that first 3 months, lockdown 1.0, you every day you were putting out videos, doing live classes, like literally picking us all up from the sofa, from the couch potatoes we were becoming, and saying, guys, come on, you need your health. This is not just for your physical health, it's for your mental health. Like, you fully got us into gear. You made it fun. When we did the challenges with water bottles, I remember I was using bleach. Like, you made it fun. You made us want to engage with you and to effectively look after ourselves and our bodies. Like, was that a massive push for you?
That was a factor, definitely. I mean, I could see that I've got a lot more to give, and why not just fly and do things on my own?
No, 100%.
Definitely. So I feel comfortable. So I feel like I'm doing what I was destined to do.
I love that. And what are the 3 most important things that you have learned during this whole period?
Oh, making choice of the people I want to spend my energy with or to be around me. That's one. That's very important. And secondly, is also just looking for positive in any negative situation, because there's always going to be some positive out of something negative. And just being able to show love to people who perhaps need it the most. And then I feel like that's one of the things that is, particularly the times that we're all experiencing now, I feel love is the number one thing that we can all show to one another.
So true. I think it's about being kind, and like you say, love. And like I've always said, love is the only thing that is real in this world. We've not been able to go out, do the things that we love, but we've been able to show love in ways that we can. And I think that has been a huge saviour to living in the times that we've been living, Rich, are you looking forward to Christmas?
I am indeed. I am looking forward to it, because the way I see it is we've got about 10 days left to the end of the year. Let's just make every single day count till then. Do you know what I mean? I think, we're all experiencing this. There's no point trying to say, let's write this off. We have to be blessed. Well, we have to be grateful for the fact that we're still breathing, because some people have not made it today, you see.
100, and God bless those people.
Yeah, and I'm blessed to have all you as my friends as well, because I may not look it, but I have corona, so I've got 3 days left to self-isolate. So
Richard, I wasn't sure if you were going to mention it, but listen, this is the first person, this is the first close friend of mine that has been tested positive for COVID-19. And what is mad is that you look absolutely fine. You have no symptoms. Is that right?
Do you know what? I don't understand. I think it affects everybody differently, you see. I don't know. Maybe because I'm always active. I don't know. But I'm not going to lie. Yesterday was the only day that I felt... It's been almost 10 days. Yesterday was the only day that I had fever and I was sort of like coughing. And today I feel the best I've ever felt before. I mean, I would much rather have this than having normal flu, if you know what I mean. But I am perfectly fine. I just can't wait to be able to get back out again.
And because you've been in lockdown, right? You're literally on isolation.
Yep. So myself and my partner,
Richard,
we've both just been self-isolating, And thank you to everyone that sent us messages of support. And it's been absolutely amazing. We're so grateful to have all the friends we have, because people have offered to bring us food and all sorts. But yeah, we're all good. We're all fine.
Listen, I am just so happy that you're okay, because right now you look as fit as anything. Like, I've got to leave, guys. He has corona, and look at this
Yes.
man's face. He's well, he's glowing, he's smiling, and I know that it's been very serious for a lot of people. That's not what I'm getting at, but what I'm saying is, like, this is living proof of somebody that is fighting the good fight. So I think that I just want to say, you know, and it's something you and I spoke about when you told me that you had it. Sometimes we can let fear affect us, and that is what then makes us not well.
I always said that when we put too much fear in our minds, it allows your body to produce a and you, or people that will phone you all the time and be positive, helps you to obviously cope with this. And I've had a lot of that in abundance, and I'm blessed, truly blessed for that. So I've never had to even let that enter my mind, although I've had it, but it's not something I've been thinking about on a daily basis.
I hear that. And that strengthens character as well, and I love that. We have the power to choose how we feel and how we think, and I think that is what is key. You know, we can't always allow, because certain people are saying certain things, for us to then allow that to consume us, because it can affect us in such a negative way. And I just think that you're amazing. You're such an inspiration, Richard. I'm so grateful for you. I love you, literally. Rich, just before we go, what are you grateful for, my friend?
Again, I'm grateful for the amazing friends I have around me, because it just showed me during this pandemic, even the people that I've seen throughout the whole of this pandemic, every single one I chose to be around, the birthdays, they've all been absolutely amazing. And it showed me I am truly grateful to have you guys as my friends.
Amen. Rich, I love that. Listen, I love you. I'm going to see you real soon when all of this rubbish is over. Have an absolutely amazing Christmas, and send my love to Jazz.
No worries, babe.
Don't forget the flowers. I will
Merry Christmas.
Them. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so next up we've got Sarah Harvey. Miss Sarah Harvey, where is you at, girlfriend? Can I request to get you in here? Where is she? There she is. And let's send request. Sarah! Hello, darling.
How are you?
Can you see me?
Yeah,
I'm okay. Are you all right?
Yeah, but...
Yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, Sarah Harvey, you, my beautiful, beautiful girl, was on my 4th show. And that your episode was about living with an invisible disease, because you have Crohn's, right?
Yes, correct.
And I just want to say, first and foremost, I know that I got so many messages, and I know that you said you've created some beautiful friendships and met new people from that show, because it was really inspiring to just talk about something that we can't physically see.
Yes, exactly.
Literally. So just give everybody a little synopsis of what Crohn's is, Sarah.
Okay, so it is a long-term chronic disease that affects anywhere from your mouth to your anus. And everybody's different. You can have pain, fatigue, sickness. There's so many different things. It's not a very nice thing to go through.
Yeah.
But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Amen. Hey.
I've had it for like 8 years, I think, now, and just growing every day with it, you know, and just looking at the positives.
No, 100%. And I know that when we last spoke, you know, we spoke about how Crohn's is something you have, but you don't allow it to define you. And I know that living in lockdown, it was a real scary time for you, because you were somebody that was of high risk, and obviously this virus is out there. Like, how has lockdown really impacted you and like your mental health, Sarah? Like, how do you feel today with everything that's going on right now?
Well, I mean, it's been a bit of a tough weekend, hasn't it? But I just think we just need to sort of not let this win. We have to overcome this.
Yeah.
As together, everybody is going through the same thing. I suffered really bad in lockdown with anxiety, And I mean, I still am slightly, but obviously I'm not as anxious as I was. But like,
Yeah.
not got to let this win. Like, we're all in this together, and we just got to keep fighting.
No, 100%. And one thing that I do want to say to you, because this show is all about, well, the Christmas special is all about gratitude and what we're grateful for. And you are somebody that I am so, so, so grateful for. If many of you don't know, which some of you will, some of you won't, but Sarah's actually in the room next door. She's who I live with. She's like my sister. She's family. And I honestly could not have got through lockdown without you, because it was tough. We spent many a days in the back garden, sunbathing, drinking, playing cards, having a barbecue, you know, and I just am so, so grateful, because I know a lot of people went through lockdown on their own, and I can't even imagine how tough that would have been. And I just don't think I would have got through 3 months of us not being able to do anything without you.
I was saying the other day, we're probably like the only people that got through lockdown without an argument. We had fun, like we didn't piss each other off. We were like, right, let's just make the most of a bad situation. Let's enjoy
100%.
this. Like, we worked on our tans. I kept being like, is it okay to drink at 2 o'clock?
Yeah. We did. We actually had a really, really good time. And I almost feel bad, but I'm not going to feel bad, because it is what it is. And like you said, everyone's situation is different. But I actually had a really great time in lockdown.
I wanted to go back into lockdown. I was so sad that I had to go back to work, because
I know, bless you. And don't get me wrong, the first part of lockdown, we were very up and down, weren't we? Constantly watching the news, and it just got to a point where we were like, no, we're switching this off. Let's just live in our bubble, and let's just do what we can, eat lots, be merry, and, you know, like everybody in this situation, take the positives out of a real negative situation.
Absolutely.
100%. Now, Sarah, I know things are a bit up in the air right now with you. We're in tier 4. We're in tier 4, and I know that you were meant to be going home, and we're not sure what's going on right now. But are you kind of looking forward to Christmas, even though everything that is kind of all your plans that were set in stone aren't maybe necessarily going to go to plan?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a different Christmas. It's be the first Christmas I spent away from home from my family. It's going to be difficult, but again, let's try and make the most of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home when we all can, and we're going to have a fake Christmas. We're going to put the Christmas tree up. I'm going to have a Christmas presents, eat. So I'll just have to make sure I diet before then. But on Christmas Day, I'll be having a large glass of wine and some turkey. Don't you worry.
I love that. Sarah, what are the 3 things that you're grateful for this year?
3 things. Okay. So, well, first of all, I'm very, very grateful to be in remission, healthy and happy.
Amen.
Secondly, I'm very much grateful for the house that we live in and the time that we've had in lockdown. And third, especially after this weekend, like, I'm so incredibly grateful for the family and friends that I have, because everybody, like, my phone has been blown up today. Like, everyone's just been checking that I'm okay. And I'm so lucky to have all these people in my life.
Amen, Sarah. I love that. Listen, my beautiful girl, thank you so much for coming on again tonight. I will see you after the show. I love you. Keep shining. And Merry Christmas, baby.
Bye. How do I turn it?
Okay, so next up, we've got Trish. Trish, let me see if I can find you. She's from the States. Trish was on my 7th show, I think it was, called Spare Change, and we spoke all about her music and where she's at and how she's Trish.
Hello, hi everyone.
Hey, beautiful, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Look at you, you look gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. You too. I was going to say the same thing.
Oh, bless you.
I love
now,
your
Trish,
tree.
Say that again.
I said I love your tree and your ornaments. So cute.
We're getting in the mood.
Yes. You
Trish, you were on my 7th show of Real Relevant right now. You've been part of this whole journey and making it happen, which I couldn't be more grateful for. And we spoke about you and your music and kind of, you know, overcoming. When we'd spoken, actually, you'd just been out to the forest with the family, and you reconnected. Yes. And so where is Trish at now? What's been going on, Trish, in the last few months with you?
Oh my gosh. It's been a lot of different things. It's like up and down, but I've really been like studying. In terms of music, I've really been studying music, like not just practicing songs as I used to, but really like getting into theory and really learning the guitar, just taking advantage of the time that I have now to really just
Amazing.
study. Yeah.
No, definitely. And what have things been like over in the States? Because where are you, in Philly?
I'm in Philly.
Yeah, so what is it like over there right now? Because I don't know if you've heard, but yesterday pretty much the whole of the UK has just gone back into lockdown. So
Wow.
all of our Christmas plans have like been up in the air. We can't meet family for Christmas. And so it's
Yeah.
all a bit like everyone's just trying to keep positive. But what's it like over there in the States?
I mean, it's similar. Like, I think we had all relaxed when it was warm out, but then as soon as the winter came, things began to shut back down. So, like for this past month, the restaurants closed. People still want to make money, so things are still happening. Which,
Yeah.
you know, on one hand, that's, you know, it's fine, but it is kind of like going to keep us in this state if we don't go in a major lockdown. So, you know, I don't know. People are doing what they want to do, it seems, here.
No, I hear you. Whereas well, no, we've been allowed to be a bit free. It's just been a bit everywhere, if I'm honest with you. I just feel like we
Yeah.
probably should have locked down a good couple of weeks ago. Then
Yeah.
Christmas may have been a lot nicer, but it is what it is. Like we've constantly been saying throughout the show tonight, we can only make the best out of a bad situation right now.
Exactly.
We've got the power and we have the choice to make things positive, you know, even if it is in our small bubble, and that's super important.
Yeah,
Trish, what do you
sure.
feel like lockdown has taught you?
Oh my gosh. It taught me the importance of mental health.
Yes.
It's not something that I ever thought about in terms of myself. You know, I thought about that with other people, but this is the first time in my life where I couldn't just do what I wanted to when I wanted to do it. And that was like, you know, crippling sometimes. You know, like I really had
Of
to, you know,
course.
I don't have someone telling me, you know, you have this, you know, date to do this and you have to do that. Like I'm in charge of everything that I have to do and my own destiny at this point. So just trying to stay positive, like you said, and not let it get to me. Just keep on going, find my lane and keep it moving. So
yes, I love that. Trish,
yeah.
when it comes to music, what do we expect to see from you in 2021?
It's a lot. Like I just joined a reggae band and
Amazing.
yeah, I was a little down because we're not able to rehearse right now. And well, I'm not able to rehearse. You know, I have elderly parents and I'm just trying to be safe so I can be available to them.
Same, yeah.
You know, I'm excited about that. Just diving into another genre and just more recording, more writing, more collabs, and yeah, just some new different stuff.
I love that. Trish, as you know, this show is all about gratitude. What are 3 things that you are grateful for this year?
3 things. I would say, of course, my family and friends.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to you. We developed a nice little friendship where you were definitely looking out for me and helping me through this time. I'm also grateful for time. You know, we have a lot of time right now, and
Yeah.
you know, if you're not alive, you run out of time. So I'm grateful for that. But the 3rd thing I would say is health.
Amen.
You know, yeah, without that, you know, when you're on the plane and they say, before you help somebody else with their mask, you have to put your mask on first. You have to
Yes.
be cool yourself. So, you know, in order for me to be there for my friends and my family, I have to take care of my health. And I take it for granted sometimes, but I'm also grateful that I can, that even when I'm not eating right, even when I'm not doing the right things, I'm still healthy. So yeah, I'm really grateful for my health.
Amen, Trish. I love that. And can I just say, I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for you being a part of this platform. But more so, like I said to Dre as well, I'm grateful that I've now got some new friends in Philly. And when all this is over, I'm coming up to see you. Literally.
Please, I
We're
might be
going to
seeing
make
you
it
first.
happen.
For sure. Definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
Trish, listen, so beautiful to connect with you again. Have an absolutely wonderful Christmas. Sending all my love to you and your family. And we'll catch up soon.
Thank you. See you.
Lots
Bye,
of love.
everyone.
Bye. Okay, so next up, guys, we've got Neff. Let me try and get Neff. Neff. Here she is. And she should be joining us super soon. Thank you, everybody that's joined this evening as well, guys. I'm really appreciating your support. We're just waiting for Neff to connect. Hopefully she will very soon. Oh, it's connecting. Neff!
Sister.
Hi, how are you, girl?
Good, how are
I
you?
got my braids did.
That's harder.
Oh, it's so good to see you, beautiful girl. Literally, how have you been?
Do you know what? I'm good, you know.
Yeah,
Even on my bad days, it's better than where I was.
this makes me so happy. And Neff, can I just say, I know I said it to you the other day, but I've been seeing all the TikToks you've been putting up, and you are just putting so much positivity and laughter and fun and not taking yourself seriously. And I just
Yeah,
think, like, thank you so much, because we need more of that energy.
yeah.
We do
God.
need more of that energy. Hey,
I'm just so grateful for life, you know.
I can
Just like
imagine.
wake up every morning and breathe.
No, definitely. And obviously, Neff, when you were on the show, your episode was I faced and killed the devil instead of dancing with it. And we spoke about about your addiction to cocaine and to alcohol, and the fact that you'd been in remission. How many months have you now been in remission?
Coming up to 10 months now.
Oh my gosh. How do you feel?
Amazing. Do you know what? I didn't think that this life was even available. And especially
Literally.
like I didn't have like no self-love. No, I didn't think that I deserved this, you know. And you know, that's the thing. I can accept love and love myself today.
And you know what? It gives me goosebumps you saying that, because I know how tough this journey has been for you. And I know that you've kind of been putting yourself out there, like we spoke about before, you know, wearing your heart on your sleeve and telling your story to effectively inspire other people that are going out there that are battling with addiction and stuff. And you have been such an inspiration, because not only are you going through your own journey every single day, you're
Yeah,
also inspiring and helping others.
yeah. That's what I mean. There's a message in the mess, isn't it?
100%, literally,
Yeah,
there definitely is. And I just
yeah,
think that you're an absolutely amazing person, and I just want to keep seeing you rising and rising higher. And I also just want to say, like, and again, we've never met, but I feel like I've known you forever. It's strange,
yeah.
it's crazy, like, it's, you know, I'm just very grateful again for the people that I've met on this show that have been part of this show. But it's also been beautiful to see you and your daughter
Yeah.
on, do you know what I mean? Because I just feel like I can see how much it's making you glow and how much you're stepping into being mum. And how has that made you feel this year, Neff?
It's amazing because you know there's been times where I didn't deserve that because of my actions, but you know I'm not that person today. I think
100%.
I'm doing the best of my ability, you know, to be a
Yeah.
mum. You know, we've just got that amazing relationship now.
No,
I'm,
definitely.
and I just love it so much. She's like my biggest supporter.
No, I love it. And do you know what I love that you keep posting there? For every time I see it, I'm like, yes, gal. Every time you keep saying, I've put on weight, look at my belly, look, and you're so happy. And I think we need that. We need more positive vibes when it comes to us women and our bodies. And, you know, I know that your journey was because, you know, you'd lost a lot of weight because of your addiction and stuff. But it's almost like now you're just embracing being yourself and eating what you want to eat, which is just making you happy. And I think it's so important for us to be kind to ourselves and especially our bodies, because I think we've all put on a bit of weight in lockdown because we've had nothing else to do.
Definitely, I think I spent so much of my time, like 18 years in active addiction, abusing myself, not through drugs, through self-harm and everything else. I'm just embracing it now, that, as you said, it's
No,
just, it's
100%.
nice to just be and
Yeah,
live in the moment and not fear the future or, you know, regret the past.
definitely.
Making amends for the things that I have done wrong and, you know, taking responsibility for my life.
And how does that feel?
Amazing.
Yeah,
It really does, yeah. I'm just so grateful to be alive and wake up without, you know, in the past I woke up devastated that I actually even woke up every day. Like that's how bad, plus like the mental health on top, bipolar borderline, as well as addiction, but like it's
yeah.
on constantly. But you know, I'm doing it one day at a time. I've got my program, I'm working the program, I'm doing everything that I need to do.
I
Um,
love that.
yeah.
You're such an inspiration, Neff. Do you have any words of wisdom for anybody out there that may be suffering with their mental health or with addictions? What would you say to them right now to help them feel better
Um, as
or to
hard
help
as
them
it,
keep going?
yeah, as hard as it is, I probably have to say find your voice and use it. because you know that's probably what kept me out there so long, not knowing how to open my mouth, because I learned behaviour to basically shut it up as a child and not speak.
Yeah.
Even life I think it was a secret from being young.
Mm.
But now it doesn't have to be like that. No, you're not on your own.
100%.
Yeah. No, I speak to
Definitely.
myself.
Yeah. No, I hear that, and that's so true. Do you know what I mean? Find your voice and use it. And I think that can go back to a lot of kind of old school, generational learned behavior where, you know, whatever happens on your house stays on your house. Don't speak about this. Someone will judge you. And actually, I think that sometimes it's poison to say, you know, for somebody not to speak their truth. And I think that is such amazing advice, and I think that's what we all need to do. We need to talk about it, because you know, the more that we do, the more that we find out somebody else is going through it, or this person needs this help, and that's how we can all help each other. And I think that's something this year has shown us, is that we all need each other. You know, you can't do it alone.
Definitely. I spent so long thinking that I was just like a special kind of addict, like no one felt the way that I did, when I was so wrong.
Yeah.
There's a big community of us.
Yeah. I can imagine. And I bet having that realization was like mind-blowing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's
No,
amazing.
completely. Nephew, looking forward to Christmas?
You know what? I am this
Yeah.
year. I'm wrapping presents now, and that's a blessing in itself. This year, like, I haven't had to beg, borrow, steal to you know, to fund Christmas. It's just all actually, and I'm done. I'm ready.
I love that, Neff.
It's not about like the presents and stuff, but the fact that I've been able to do it this year has just been a blessing in itself.
I can imagine. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Neff, what are the 3 things, I know we've kind of spoken about it, but what 3 things are you most grateful for this year? Because, you know, it's coming up to Christmas. We're not being able to do the things we would do. So I think it's about appreciating what we have in front of us in the present moment. What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for recovery and, you know, 12-step program. I'm within the Narcotics Anonymous Fellowship. Just the spiritual principles that's given me, like open-mindedness, honesty, willingness. I don't have to go around lying my way through life anymore, denying who I am, putting a mask on. I'm grateful for, again, the ability to love and be loved unconditionally, and being a mum.
Amen. Yes, sisterin. Listen, Neff, I love you. I hope that we can link up in 2021 when all of this madness is over. Keep rising higher. Hey?
I appreciate you as well so much. Your soul is just on fire.
Oh, I love you, and I appreciate you, literally. And I cannot wait. Everybody that I've spoken to this evening, has spoken to throughout lockdown, everyone that's participated in this show, you've all helped me make this happen. And I can't wait to give you all a proper squeeze. Like, I actually just want to give everyone a massive cuddle. Literally. But Neff, listen, have an amazing Christmas. And I will speak to you soon, my beautiful girl. Keep rising higher.
You too, babe. Thanks for having me.
Ciao, Queen.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Boom. Okay, up next. Oh, the beautiful Neff. Up next, we've got Roman. Now, Roman was on the show not long ago. Let's get Ramondo on the show. And hopefully he should be here in a minute. We heard Roman's music. We heard about his podcast, Slaps and Yes!
How you doing? I was really
Roman,
busy. Santa had me working. I said, yo, Santa, I need to take a break because my girl Kirsty is doing her thing this evening and I need to be there.
You are amazing.
So he let me go.
Ramondo, you are absolutely a legend. I cannot even. You have just made my evening.
What's good?
Oh my gosh. Merry Christmas. Roman, how are you?
Merry Christmas to you too. I'm well. I'm as well as one can be at this particular point in time. So
I know, with the whole T4. Did you have Christmas plans? Have they completely been blown out of the water?
I got to be honest with you. I'm actually due to be working Christmas anyway. So, yeah, I'm due to be working throughout the whole
obviously, you are. Look, you're already working. You're obviously.
Exactly.
Sorry.
There's no rest for an elf like me.
There's no rest for
There's no rest for a little elf like me. No, but yeah, I'm actually due to be working over like from Christmas Eve all the way through to the 27th. So in terms of my Christmas plans, I never really had any this year. So it hasn't hit me as hard as a lot of other people who are very centered around their families.
Yeah.
But with that being said, it's still unfortunate because it does limit how much movement, I can do beyond going from home to work. And it's just not the greatest vibe. But you know what? As everyone has said in the live so far, and as you know, Kirsty, everyone's feeling it in some way. And
Yes.
it really is just a case of staying positive and trying to frame things in the most positive way that you can, So,
100%. And I think that's all we can do. And it's like we were talking about before. We have that choice and we have the power to make that choice for things to be positive, or for us to make the situation as positive as possible. And that's not saying it's easy. It's not easy.
It's not, like, in all honesty, it's easier to be negative. Like, it's really easy to be negative. Like,
I agree.
I think that's the easier option. And that's why I think a lot of people are negative or maybe a bit pessimistic, because that's just the easier way to be. Being positive actually is work. Like that takes effort. Like,
it
even
takes
just
time.
yeah. So it ain't easy, but it is a choice. It is a choice. We get to decide.
No, 100%. And Roman, I know when we last spoke, we spoke a little about your comedy. We spoke about the podcast, Slaps and Giggles. And if I am correct, were you able to actually perform when we had like the little list of lockdown, and I never got to make it? But tell us about that. How did it feel being back on stage and doing something you love?
Man, it's a beautiful feeling. It's a feeling that is never ever gonna be anything but joyous. Even when gigs don't go well, it's still a beautiful feeling just to be on stage doing what you love. So I was able to get back out. I did 3 gigs like in that period where we were in tier 3, and I've just started to really, you get going and then you got to put the brakes on again and everything shuts down. But I think it's just a case of trying to find mechanisms to keep yourself encouraged and to keep yourself creative. So I've started jotting down little things in my notebook again, started to come up with little ideas, things that I want to expand on and try and make funny. And then also just keeping my hand in with music. These are the things I love. So it's important to return to those things at a time like this, and remember that these are things that are always within you. Your creativity is just there within you, and you shouldn't let it die. So
100%. And Roman, for anybody out there that is, this has all got a bit too tough for them, and they need that bit of encouragement, what words or what advice would you give them when it comes to their creativity and actually getting stuff done, making it happen, or still being involved or engaged with their music or comedy, whatever it is that makes them tick?
I would say challenge yourself. Like,
love that.
I think whenever a challenge is set, you find a way of rising to the occasion. Like the moment you're in a competition of some kind, you find a way of pushing a little bit harder. And I challenged myself the other day to write a song in 24 hours. I was like,
I know. And it was amazing. Can I just say, it was
for your comments
amazing.
too. Thank you so much, man. That meant so much. Thank you so much for commenting on it. But
100.
I was in a creative slump, and I thought, if I set myself a challenge and people hold me accountable, then I'm going to have to deliver. If I say I'm going to do this in 24 hours, I have to provide something in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And, so my advice to people would be, whatever your creative field or whatever you want in life, just challenge yourself. And you will find that you will rise to the occasion, because you won't want to let yourself down,
Amen. And I completely love that. And I feel like I so know exactly what you mean. It's like when I go way, way, way back to when I used to have the worst stage fright ever. And that first performance, I remember a girl put it on me and she was like, so are you going to perform or not? And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, oh my God. I just said, shit. And then I knew that I couldn't back out. I could only keep going. And, lo and behold, it was amazing. And don't get me wrong, I probably was so nervous and it wasn't probably my best performance, but it gave me that boost to keep on doing what I love, which is so important. 100%. Roman, as you know, we've had the toughest year this year. What are 3 things that you are super grateful for?
Well, definitely grateful to still be employed with Santa at the Grotto.
Amen.
I'm really
I
happy
love
about that.
that.
No,
And I'm grateful too, so I could get presents at Christmas.
no,
I
no.
love you.
Honestly though, like in real talk, this is not in any particular order, but I am genuinely grateful to still be employed. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I know so many people out there have lost jobs or been, you know, made redundant or put on furlough, and it's not to be sniffed at. So I'm truly grateful to be employed at this stage in things in 2020. Definitely grateful for my health and well-being.
Yeah.
You know, I'll never regret taking time out to try and look after myself and get a better state of mental health and physical health. And I think you should never feel guilty for that, no matter what it requires you to do. Look after number one. As one of your previous guests said, you got to fill your cup. You got to look after yourself first.
Do
Then
for
you can look
self.
after others, you know?
Yes. Hashtag do for self. I remember that,
Exactly.
Kieran. Yep.
And number three, what are the last thing I'm grateful for? I think this has been said before, but it really is true, and you realize it in a time like this. Just good people, man. Good people. You know, you've been a shining light in this time with your weekly lives. You know, you've been helping so many people out there, and sometimes you don't even know who you're helping. Not everyone always reaches out and tells you, but you have to believe that you're doing some good, and you genuinely are. And so just having good people around me who have encouraged, who have supported and kept me going, that's been an absolute blessing. So I'd say those are the three things I've been ever so grateful for. You know?
Amen. And Roman, I am grateful for you because I know that we've
Bless you.
touched base throughout lockdown, and there's been times I'm like, oh, I need to get my ass in gear, I need to do this, and you've just always given me your truth, and you've always, you know, I just think respected the fact, artist to artist, friend to friend, we've known each other a long time. Kirsty, this is what you're capable of, get it done. And I just appreciate you for your love, your advice, our friendship, and like I said, for the fact that you're making all of our Christmas presents this year. You can't be busy. Okay.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Hold on one second.
Literally,
One second.
What's that? I told you, get back to work. Come on, little elf. I'm not employing you to talk on the iPhone.
Kirsty,
Roman,
I'm
listen,
so sorry.
you gotta go. You gotta go do your thing.
I'll be right there, Santa. I'm so sorry.
I love you.
Listen,
Merry Christmas. And
all
we
the
will
best to
connect
you.
soon, my friend. You're amazing.
We
Keep
will
shining.
indeed. We will
Get
indeed.
rapping.
I'm coming, bro.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
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 Oh, that was amazing. We got a little visit from Santa's helper. Okay, so next up, guys, we have got Michelle from AKA Life Coaching. She's on the show. I can't believe we've literally got like 2 more guests, and it's going to be the end of the last show. Michelle!
Hi!
How
I
are
came
you,
with Candle because I came with Candle because you've been our light over this last few months.
Oh, bless your heart.
You have. How are you? How are you?
I'm well, thanks, Michelle. How have things been with you, lovely?
Yeah, been great, really. Obviously,
You're looking
it's not the news
gorgeous.
thank you. Sparkly. We're always matching.
I know. We have to sparkle in times like these. That's what we've got to do.
Yeah. No, but great. I've been great, really, to be honest. I kind of been really in touch with my intuition over these past few months. So I had a feeling that something might be coming. So I haven't been too shocked by the kind of the news, if I'm quite honest. So that kind of prepared me. But yeah, I'm just grateful, really, that I'm in the position that I am, that I've done that work on myself previously, so that I've, you know, I'm in good stead for the next few months or weeks or whatever the case may be. So
no, definitely. And it's funny that you said that you felt like something was coming. I did as well, Michelle. And it's crazy because I was saying before, I'm a lastminute.com person. Like I will be up Oxford Street on Christmas Eve, flapping, trying to get everything done. And I literally had all of my presents wrapped last week. I did all the Christmas shopping on Friday. And it's like, we've gone into lockdown. It's cool. We're just going to take it with our stride. We're going to have the best day. We're going to just have to make of it what we can. So, I feel like I've been like you. I kind of sensed something was going to go wrong. I also think Boris is a complete douchebag and just not to believe anything he says. So, you know. But, Michelle, how have things been with you and AKA Life Coaching? When you were last on the show, that's what we were talking about, your business, you know, how you're... Sorry.
No, good. I've been really busy, so I've been doing a lot. I've been in a lot of webinars and networking with a lot of institutes and things like that, and been putting together some business proposals for some big names, which is great.
Amazing.
So it's been a good time for me in terms of, you know, belief in myself, and also just giving back and actually realizing that, you know, me as an individual and what I bring in terms of my past and present is worth talking about and sharing with other people.
It definitely is. 100% it is, you know, and we spoke a lot about your story, how you were a young mum, how you've now got your own business, how you've climbed the ladder to be, you know, where you are today. And that's such an inspiration in itself, Michelle. As a life coach, what tips could you give to anybody out there right now that is struggling or they're panicking because we've gone into tier 4, we're in lockdown, you know, Christmas plans aren't going, you know, to plan. What tips of advice could you give for people to kind of keep in a positive mindset?
Yeah, I think that really staying present is one of the biggest things that you can do. So many of us spend so much time in the past and so much time in the future that we're not present. And actually, the only thing we can control is the right now. So as much as you can focus, and even if you do, because I have those moments of wishing things that were different. This time last year, I was in Uganda for the first time. I've never been to, I don't want to say Africa, because I've been to Egypt and places like that, but a friend of mine moved out there. So my experience for 3 weeks of December was very different, and it was amazing. So you do want to kind of reminisce, but it's actually allowing yourself a period of time to be there, and then wake up and say, well, actually, you know, it could be worse. I've got my friends, I've got my family, and actually looking sometimes in the future to say, like, let's set some goals in terms of what it will look like, but don't remain there for too long so that you become anxious.
Yeah, no, I love that. And Michelle, what are the things that you have been grateful for this year? This show's all about gratitude. It's the Christmas special. I feel like even though we've been living under such a dark cloud, there is still a lot within our lives that we can be grateful for to bring that positivity and to, you know, to remain in that positive vibration. What are you grateful for?
I am grateful for life. I was 40 this year. And, you know, to be honest, for a long time, a lot of people in my family have died very young. And I've always had this attitude that you have to live for the moment and just actually be present and so on. So I'm grateful for life and health, like everybody has said. I'm also really grateful for my support network, the people I've met along the way. So my friends, my family, yourself, but the positive people that I have around me, which actually I always knew, but I know even more so. So when it was my 40th birthday, we had, what was it called? A house party, and everybody was there. In and out. And actually it could have been a really depressing time because I booked this big party and so on, and it wasn't like that. It was just so much fun. So I know that definitely my friends and family uplift me, and they're so motivating, inspiring, each in their own individual way. But also I would say also the work that I do, because I live 100 lives. In the work that I do, I meet, everybody tells me their stories. So I get nuggets in everybody's life about their experiences. You know, you know, it's kind of like that changing rooms kind of scenario. And I have the pleasure of speaking to people daily about their lives and things that they wish they had done, and which are things that they haven't done. And it actually inspires me to go for, to challenge myself and do what's right for me, because actually you can always live in regret. And actually with this time, it shows us that we can, just put our best foot forward and reframe as much as we can, because we've got life, we've got family.
No, definitely. And Michelle, just really quickly, someone's written that it's been super hard for them, this lockdown. And what if they have nobody? So what if they're on their own? What can somebody do around this time? You know, I know that I'm all excited. It's Christmas, and many of us are super excited, but also some people, this is a really lonely time, especially with the lockdown. what can somebody do if they do feel really alone, just to try and lift their spirits right now?
I would say that there are really good organisations out there that actually you can tap into and speak to, Samaritans or various different charities that I can send links to, but also, you know, nature, going out there, walking, and just real gratitude of what, you know, what's around you to clear your head. But also things like journaling and things like that to put in your you know, your thoughts, your negative thoughts on paper, but also your positive thoughts and what you're grateful for. So maybe 3 things that you're grateful for every evening can make a massive difference to your mindset.
Yeah, I agree. And another thing that I just want to add to that is also sometimes writing down everything you've overcome and achieved.
Absolutely.
Because sometimes we can forget. We can look back and we can say we want to leave the past in the past, but actually look back at everything you've overcome and that you've achieved, you know, and that you're striving to achieve, because that can really put you in a more positive, you know, frame of mind. I agree completely. Michelle, listen, it's been amazing. I'm so grateful that I've met you.
No, that's thing. But yeah, definitely positive and post-traumatic growth, as they call it, is the way forwards. You know, it might be challenging now, but we've got lots to come, and I know that we'll all grow from this. It's going to be, there'll be light at the end of the tunnel, basically.
There definitely will, 100%.
Okay, and lovely seeing you, and thank you. You've been amazing.
Lovely to see you too. And I just also want to say thank you so much, because you always send me little, you know, things to read or YouTube videos on WhatsApp, and I really appreciate you for doing that, just knowing that I'm in your frame of mind and there's just always positive vibrations. So as much as I may always take forever to get back to you, please know that I receive it with love, and I'm very, very grateful. But Michelle, have a wonderful
lovely Christmas.
And thank you so much. See you soon.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys. So next up, we've got Jamie. Jamie Searles. And then we've got one more guest after Jamie. Let's get Jamie on the show. 4 is a disco. He should be joining us very, very soon. And guys, thank you so, so much for joining us. Jamie!
And
Hi!
how are you? Bringing the Christmas back.
You're amazing!
How are you?
I am great. Oh my God, you're just making me so happy right now.
I feel like we all need a bit of happiness this year, am I right?
You are spot on, and you've just literally filled me with so much joy. I love the sparkly jacket, can I just say?
I saw him with the elf costume, and I was like, right, Jamie, you need to up your game. So I put on the sparkly jacket, got the balloons out,
you're amazing.
Put on some Mariah Carey. What more do you want?
Oh, you're bloody amazing. Literally. Can I just say, I'm so grateful for all the positive vibes and energy people have put into today. I know it's been such a short, quick 5 minutes, but I feel like we're making people smile, we're making people laugh, and that is what it's all about. That was amazing, Jamie. You are amazing.
No, you're right. Well, I have to think, you know, what you do and what you've been doing with this series, I think is really positive, and it's, you know, really about celebrating people, and also at a time when there's been a lot of darkness. I think to shed some light, and I think, you know, people appreciate that.
No, completely. And Jay, what have you been doing to kind of lift that cloud and to stay shining, to stay sparkling?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I don't know if I feel like in the first lockdown I was probably a bit better at it, Kirst. You know, I feel like I went out, I was probably doing a little bit more exercise. I kind of stopped that a bit.
Haven't we all?
I've been kind of breaking the rules sometimes, not gonna lie.
You rebel.
I don't know, I feel like you know what, I think it's such a tricky time, and I think what the world is going through is really, really hard. But you know, I'm trying to meet people in a socially distanced way as long as I'm not putting other people at risk. I'm okay with that. I made a decision not to go home to Ireland this Christmas.
I was going to ask you, so yeah, was that due to tier 4, or was that just
Well, actually, to be honest, I wouldn't have been able to go home anyway, because apparently they've just stopped letting people in from the UK, which is really hard. But I think realistically, I kind of had a conversation with the guy I work with, and he said his brother passed away from COVID, and he was like in his early 60s, and I just thought,
no,
it's kind of like my parents' age, and I thought, I don't really want to put them at risk. Of course, no one wants to do that, and I just made that decision. I guess everybody has to make that decision for themselves. And I have a grandmother, you know, she's in her 80s, and I just thought I kind of would rather not do that.
Yeah, no, I hear you, Jamie. And so how do you feel in yourself knowing you've made that decision? Are you making a positive out of something that's, you know, a bit of a negative, really?
Yeah, I feel
Or
like,
how are
well,
we
it's my
feeling?
first Christmas in my new home, so that's really nice. And
Yeah, I'm loving the Christmas tree.
thank you. Do you like it? I got it from Forest Gate Station. Hey, big up Forest Gate, East London.
Hey, hey,
And
hey, hey.
hey, yeah. So I'm really excited to spend it here. I've got like you know, I'm gonna have Christmas dinner and stuff. You know, it's just not the same. Like you want your mum's Christmas dinner, right? And you want
I
to be
know.
around friends and your family. I've got like young nieces and one nephew as well. It would be nice to spend time with them. But you know, we're improvising, and I actually think with this change comes an opportunity to kind of do things a little bit differently. So that's not bad because everyone's having to improvise, right? You know this as well. So
100%. And I actually had this conversation with my best friend Emma, you know, Ems,
I
and
know.
you know, all of her plans have gone to pot. And I just said, you know, it's about embracing it and doing it differently. We many of us have done Christmas the same
Yeah,
our entire lives, pretty much. Do you know what I mean? And as much
yeah,
as we love that, it's what we know. To
yeah,
put a positive spin on something that's really shitty,
yeah,
we're gonna have to do it a little bit differently this year, you know. And we have
yeah.
got next year. Christmas is coming again, so we can do
Exactly,
what we
and it
want.
was
Do you
here
know?
again. And I think, you know, it's funny. I was walking in Hampstead Heath today with them some friends, and we were just talking about like how it is hard to be away from family, and hopefully that after this we'll kind of, and just friends, old friends, new friends, all that sort of stuff. It feels like we'll be a little bit more appreciative of all those moments. I certainly hope. I know I will.
Definitely.
You
Jamie,
know.
what is one of the most important lessons you have learned this year?
Ooh, one of the most important lessons. I actually think I probably learned more about my mental health again. I feel like, you know,
Yeah?
everyone's on a journey with mental health. Um, I've seen the spirit, community spirit, particularly in London. You know, I come from a small coastal town in Ireland, so, you know, community is quite alive and well there, and you don't often see it in London. And seeing that come alive and, you know, people wanting to help each other. And there was some lovely moments that I kind of saw and witnessed. And in a city when you can often feel anonymous, it's lovely to feel like you're a part of a collective conscience. That's been really nice. And then the other thing, I think, yeah, like mental health, it's just an understanding that, you know, it's something that isn't a destination. It's something you have to work on constantly.
No, 100%. Jamie, this show is all about gratitude. Everything's gone wrong this year. Christmas isn't going to be Christmas, but we have to be grateful for the things that we have and that we can hold in front of us. What are you grateful for out of this year?
I am grateful for. Ooh, do you know what? It sounds. I'm really grateful for health. I know it sounds so like banal and a bit boring, but it is something
No.
that's really important. I think the health of friends and family, and I'm grateful for that, and hopefully that continues. And I'm grateful to be able to. I'm grateful, like I think another guy mentioned he's grateful that he has his job still, and actually I
Yeah,
kind of saw that as well because you know we've had to improvise, right, as performers,
of
and
course.
I've gone into more songwriting stuff. I've also gone full-time tile yard, so lots of different things like that. I've had a lot of different opportunities that have actually come through where other people, and I'm aware of like sharing stuff like that because I don't think it's been as easy a time for others. So I'm
Yeah.
very thankful that I am able to pay my bills at the end of the month.
No, 100%. I love that. Jamie, what are we going to see from you in 2021?
Well, we're going to see a little bit of Forza Disco.
More sparkle,
Actually,
more
I got a
balloons.
really exciting email the other day. We're being supported by the Arts Council, which is huge. Got the funding. Yeah, so I'm really excited. So what we're doing is we're doing a modern day sort of queer collective group that celebrates diversity, altness. It's going to be so. It's the project that I'm most excited about that I've ever done, and I really
This
feel
makes
like
me
it's my
happy.
magnus opus. So I'm excited to get that out there for the world to hear it, and yeah, just to get that letter the other day was really exciting. So I can't wait.
I know. So this is Forza Disco, right?
Forza Disco's coming,
Yeah,
2021.
baby.
What about you? What's coming for Kirsty Spence in 2021? I hope more of these.
I feel like there's a lot coming for me. I feel like the last few weeks I've had to kick myself into gear when it
Yeah,
comes to music. I've been on my piano, I've been writing, and I've literally had to have
fantastic.
a conversation with myself. Like, I need to just put stuff out there because when you and I spoke, and I said, for me, music makes me happy. It's not about getting, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm past that stage of, you know, don't get me wrong, if I got a song signed and blah, 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 amazing. But it's more so I need to do it for myself to get me back in that motion of performing, of singing. So right now we can't perform anywhere as singers, as artists,
no.
but I
What's
can
that?
get on my piano. Hey?
What was that? What was performing live? Can you remember?
I
can't.
know, right?
It's
It's going to be so 2020 or 2019, should I say?
I
But
can't
yeah,
wait.
it's
It's going to
so
be
true,
2021
literally.
is going to be exciting, I hope.
No, it is 100%. And yeah, just more real relevance on right now, but with a bit of a twist. So we're coming back, y'all, 2021, but we got a little bit of a twist. So yeah, I'm excited just to see how we can continue to rise and rise higher. That is what I'm on, and that is what I want to do. And I just want to keep sparkling and inspiring and smiling. Yeah.
Love it. Kirsty,
No,
I love you.
100%.
You're amazing.
I love you too. You're amazing. And you're my neighbor, and it makes me even happier.
Yes! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Jamie!
Have a good one.
I love you.
Everyone.
Bye.
Lots of love.
Oh, that was brilliant. Right, now we have got Yinks. If you can come on after D, it would be amazing. Stay with me. Stay with me. Now we have got the amazing, the soul stress. That is Denisha Wood. And hopefully she'll be joining us in a couple of seconds. Denise!
Hey! I've just noticed that everybody's got like the most sparkly. You can't even see me.
Oh,
hi!
Pete, don't even worry.
I look like the. Yeah, sorry, I'm not sparkly or anything.
Listen, never apologize. You are the sparkle. You are the light. Thank you so much for coming on. How are you, beautiful?
I'm all right, man. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I definitely is this all right?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I love it.
No makeup, funny hat on, and wasn't a good day yesterday for me. I'm going to be really real, but I think, yeah, it was just gutting, you know. And I think, just with my baby, you know, I promised him lots of things. It seems like I'm promising a lot of stuff that I've got to say, actually, we're not doing that. We're not seeing granddad. We're not seeing granny. We're not seeing your cousins. We're not with family. It's me, you, and daddy. Me, you, daddy.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah, that's been challenging. But yeah, I feel better today. And I guess I'm just grateful for, I think life's just this constant opportunity, isn't it? To, you know, we're afraid to fall apart and to feel pain and, you know, to become ill. All of this has been talked about this year, you know, becoming sick, putting other people at risk, where there's a low level or very, you know, for everyone, a low level. And then the anxiety is kind of moving. Depending on what news we get, what next we hear. I've heard of a few more people around me that have been tested positive. So you just kind of start going, whoa, and then you hear of other, you know, just people passing, and you're suddenly faced with your mortality, aren't you, and the fragility of life. So my heart is very full. There's definitely some anxiety, but it's full with gratitude for, you know, my mum survived. My mum's still here. My dad was away. You know, family members I haven't seen that I got to see for like an hour or two outside. It's suddenly that appreciation. For the people that you love in your life that you can take for granted. You know, you can get irritated and frustrated and tell people to piss. And you know, you've got people there and you're like, oh, I'm irritated. And then people aren't around and you think, God, I just want to be with you so that I can love you. And all that silliness isn't important.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
Yeah, so, no, I completely hear you. And I think, you know, with what you were saying before as well about how you've promised your little Baba things and you're not being able to achieve them. And I just feel like it's something me and my housemate were talking about earlier. It's we actually need to be so much kinder to ourselves and take that pressure off ourselves because it's completely out of our hands. We know in our hearts if we could do what we wanted to do, we would be doing it, you know. And I think that is such an important thing as well to remind ourselves, because I know there's lots that I've been wanting to do and I just feel really gutted. But what can we do? We can't. We're either going to cry or we just need to laugh and make the best situation out of a really bad, shitty situation.
Yeah, and if we've got to cry, we've got to cry.
100%.
You know, like the lady was saying before, being present means being present also to what is difficult, you know,
Yes.
and we're not living in a world that's simple, that's free of pain or
Yeah.
suffering.
No,
You know, we might
it's so
have our
true.
perfect, we're not. So
Yeah.
it's okay to suffer. It's okay. It's not okay. It's okay to feel pain and to ask for help and
Yes.
to allow ourselves, we don't need to judge ourselves. It's a difficult time.
Yeah.
So I think also being grateful for the capacity to be able to say I'm struggling and I need help.
100%.
And I think that's what I'm grateful for in other people, you know, the strength of people. It's a myth that the strongest people don't struggle. Some of the strongest people I've ever met in my life have struggled and gone through the most difficult things, you know.
Yeah.
And their hearts are bigger for it. It doesn't mean that they're okay, you know. We assume people that are strong are cool.
Yeah.
So I think I'm most grateful for the vulnerability as well that people are willing to show, because it gives permission to other people to
Yes.
speak up when they're struggling, the realness, you know. And wow, yeah, all the love, there's so much love, and people are beautiful, you know. Really, at the core, humans are gorgeous.
Yeah.
And they just want to love and be good and see the people they love happy. And we're, you know, we should be proud of that. And it's an absolutely beautiful journey, you know.
No.
Ultimately it's hard, but it's beautiful, and I'm very thankful to be alive, and I want to be alive for as long as possible.
Yes, don't we all, Dee? Don't we all? And I think that's so true. And I know we spoke about that before, but I think that's something that I'm so grateful for is love, you know. And I think that it's really been kind of emphasized that we all need each other. We all need each other. We all need each other in one way or another, whether it's to talk, whether it's to cry, whether it's to send that little message, whether it's to make new, beautiful friends, you know. And I think that there's reasons for why we've all come together in the way that we have. And I'm grateful for meeting you, Dee, and I look forward to us meeting in 2021.
Yes, yeah,
100%,
you're gorgeous.
and connecting. No, you too, literally.
Yeah.
And what else do we expect to see from Denise Sherwood and your music next year?
My music, well, like you just said, I just want to keep creating because it's healing.
Yes.
Yeah, the whole business side and trying to get things seen kind of puts me off because I think they're separate.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know, you're just singing because you feeling the love for it, and then thinking about getting other people to like it and buy it. Suddenly, like, oh, that's my heart.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So more of honoring the heart, but also I'm going to keep releasing music best I can, as in sharing it where I can, and looking forward to, you know, seeing what's there, just creating, seeing what comes up, sharing it, and getting more free and more content, and hopefully helping other people to do the same thing, because we're all in it together, you know.
Amen. Denise,
Amen,
keep
babe.
shining your light, queen. I love you.
Yeah, you too.
I look
love
forward
you.
to
See you
seeing
next
you.
year.
And have a
Happy
wonderful Christmas.
Thank you, babe. You too. Take care.
You too.
Thank
Lots
you
of
for having
love.
me.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye. And guys, I think, unless Yinks is still here, which I'm just going to double check real quickly. No, he's had to shoot off. Listen, guys, I cannot thank you enough for you all joining today's last show of 2020. This is Real Relevant and Right Now. I'm Kirsty Spence. I'm going to leave you with things that I'm grateful for, actually. This year's been tough. As much as I've been positive and I have been smiling and doing all the things that I have, you know, my nan was super ill, and we've all felt the pressure. We've all felt the pressure. But the things that I am super grateful for at this moment in time is, wait 1 second, Yinks is in the building. I'm coming for you. And he's here. We'll get back to me. We'll get back to me, guys. We'll get back to me. Mr. Yinks! Yes!
Denise! Big up the hat, Denise! Big up the hat!
You and Denise have got the same
Come
swag.
on!
I'm loving
Come
it.
on, Denise! You know, I saw the hat and I said, where's my hat gone? Where's my hat gone?
Yes! Oh, I love that!
Specifically to say that we're in the mood.
Oh my gosh, Yinks!
I'm so sorry. I was trying to add myself. Do you know what?
Talk to me.
While you're on, I was like doing self-tapes. So I had my self-tape thing set up.
Oh, I love it. So you're ready. You're ready for the camera. You're ready for
my character. Wait, hold on.
Okay, hold on. Let's go.
With leather gloves as well. Do you know?
Stop it!
I went in today. I had leather gloves.
Yes.
I've been here. I've been sitting down, and I thought, oh look, what's going on? Let me just log into this inspirational piece of sparklingness. Like the tree is dull behind you compared to you.
Amazing. We got the Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's doing nice. It's doing amazing there. Is it a real one?
Yeah, of course.
Is it? Oh, good luck in January with that one, sweetheart. It was so deep. I even used my Dyson attachment as that, but it was so deep.
Yes, I love you.
You might need this later on to sweep up the old pines afterwards. I can't believe I had leather gloves, hoodie, Dyson on.
And now here you are.
And here I am now.
Listen,
live.
You were on my show. I think you were on the 16th episode.
Yeah.
Can't Stop, Won't Stop. We spoke about your acting career, you know, about your mantras, about living in lockdown. Talk to us about where you're at right now. Well, right now I know that you're in like acting mode, but where have you been since we last spoke? What's been going on?
You know what? It's been a challenge, but it's been a fulfilling challenge at the end of the day. Literally, from the moment I dropped that we had our interview together. Life just went woo, like 360, and there's been a lot of challenges. There's been a lot of personal challenges, family challenges, but I'm thankful that I'm here. And you know, just listening to the few guys that are there, you know, just a gratitude to say that we've almost made it. I'm gonna say that this walk away. You know,
we've almost made it.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be on tender hooks. It's interesting what Denise said as well in regard of this Coro, like getting a bit closer to home, and you know, understanding that more people and loved ones that you know are contracting it, and it's just good to know that, you know, some people are getting through it, and all my prayers go out for anyone that's not feeling, you know, the best of health at the moment, and I pray that you guys pull through and be in better, stronger, faster. That sounds like a contract. From 2021 as well, you know.
Amen.
So, yeah.
What is the biggest lesson that you've learned this year?
Can't stop, won't stop. If you stop, then you're gonna get into some other rut and shit. So basically, just to keep pursuing what you're doing, to keep chasing, and don't let the issues of life try and stop what your bigger goals are, really. So I actually had to lean on that a lot this year. Like sometimes I make up and think, why did I make that stupid mantra up for myself? But it's for moments like this now when you realize that you can fall back on something, just to say, look, come on, Yinks, get up again, let's go again.
I love that.
And just keep going forward. Yeah.
Literally. And Yinks, what are you grateful for?
What am I grateful for? I'm grateful for being here.
Love you.
I'm grateful for internet that's now working properly, and all that, the small things. And you realise that the small things in life that you're grateful for, and to be able to communicate with other people, and to be able to call on people when you need a chat, and you need to reach out to someone. So I'm happy that I've got those people around me. I'm happy for you as well. Do you know what, guys? Listen out there, yeah. This lady is an angel. She'll reach out to her people there and just check on them to see how she's not just the height. It's not just a big smile and glittering and stunning and, you know, sparkle that we've got there. She actually does reach out to people. She does make sure that you're right. She does make sure that she's the proof of the pudding, as you'll say. So big up to you on that.
Big love. And Yinks, I would say I'm grateful for us going to that mansion party, even though it got locked off.
What mansion party?
We would never have met.
I've got not a clue what you're talking about, man.
This was like way before lockdown, Yinks. Way before lockdown. It was way before
This is between 1.0 and 2.0, isn't it?
Yeah, it was like in between when everything was kind of drifting, and we were like, let's do this. It was all outside. Remember?
Yeah, it was all PPE. Yeah, everyone was like rubber gloves on and big masks and that. Yeah,
and the mansion. I mean, we had a room. Like everyone had their own room.
It's like one person in each room, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly.
So it was all above board.
But no, I am super grateful because we never would have met, and I am so grateful for our friendship.
I appreciate that as well.
And I actually am grateful that we do check in with each other. Do you know what I mean? It's you.
Yeah.
You actually always brighten up my day. I love your voice notes.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, got some voice stuff happening in 2021, so watch
Talk
out
to
for that.
us.
And Netflix, I can only say that.
So
But
we're going to
it's
be
what?
seeing you on Netflix, and we're going to be
No, you won't
seeing
be
you.
seeing me because it's the voice, as I said. It's the voice.
Okie dokie.
Yeah,
So you're going to leave us with
you're
some
gonna hear
secret
me.
squirrels,
I know.
and we're
Just
going to find
tune
out in
in for that one still.
2021.
Yeah, but it's going to be an
Literally.
amazing year for you. I hope that you continue doing what you're doing and making sure that you brighten up people's lives, brighten
Oh,
up
thank
viewers and
you.
listeners' lives, interviewees' lives, and yeah, get that voice going as well of yours
I will.
to
Don't
make
you
sure that the
worry.
world hears it as well.
Don't you worry. I'll get it going.
You got a little something going on as well. You got a little something cooking, yeah? Okay, that's what we like to see, man.
Yes, Yinks, listen, have the most amazing
I'm
Christmas.
so happy I got to come on. Literally, I
So
just
did
finished
I.
it
So am I.
after like about 50 takes. I've now got to go through all the takes now and choose a couple for there. But
Pick the
I'm
best
happy that
one.
I got on there, got to see you guys, got to listen to a few of you guys and just your amazing stories. You've done amazing again. And I'm going to hand you over to the one and only Kirsty Spence to round up her Christmas special right now. So over to you.
Big love.
Big
Merry
love.
Christmas, Yinks, and I'll
You
see you
too.
on the
Merry
other
Christmas.
side, baby.
Yeah, God bless you guys.
God
Take
bless.
care.
Take care. Bye.
But I don't know how you switch this thing off
I'll
though.
switch
Still,
you off.
get me out of here.
Oh, guys, honestly, listen, I cannot thank you enough for everybody that has taken part in Real Relevant and Right Now since May. Like I said, it was a tiny idea that I had that I just felt, you know, I wasn't singing. I was in a bit of a creative slump. So how else could I use my voice? And I thought, why not talk to people? Because I love talking to people. I love hearing people's stories. You know, it's scary to be vulnerable, but in vulnerability, we find strength. And I think everybody that has been a part of this show, and including myself, by even just partaking and, you know, being involved in something like this, we've all become stronger and we've all grown and we've all inspired, we've educated, we've touched people, like somebody else said before, that we don't even know we've reached, you know, because not everybody's going to be in touch with us. So yeah, I'm just super grateful for all of your love, all of your support. As I was saying before, you know, it's been quite tough. My nan was super ill. She was in hospital for like 8 weeks. And just, by the way, can I say, I'm wearing one of her dresses from like, I don't know, maybe the 50s, or no, not the 50s, maybe like the 70s, 80s. And she's such a little minx. And, you know, it's a long road to recovery, but she's getting there. So I'm grateful for her. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. And I'm grateful for everybody and anybody that I've been in touch with throughout lockdown that has shown me love, that has helped support me, you know, because I am someone that is quite positive and stuff most of the time. But I also have my down days, you know, and there have been people that have reached out to me and helped pick me up. And I cannot thank you enough. And I just think we all need to love. We've all been through it. We've lost people. This year has been tough, but I think the positive out of that is that, you know, we are getting through it. We're going to get through it. And I just think it's testament to strength of character. And it's testament to us as human beings. You know, I always say that when you stop learning, that's when you're old. And I think we're all learning, and everybody of every age has continued to learn about ourselves, about other people. And yeah, I just want to send you so many loves, blessing, light, healing, protection for Christmas. I know it's not going to be the same for everybody this year, but just make the best of it as you can. Celebrate, eat, be merry, love yourselves even more. I love you all. Benji, I see you there. I love you. Sandy, Emma, everyone that's joined, Sarah, all of the guests that have been on tonight. Honestly, I'm so grateful for you all. This is Real Relevant and Right Now, the Christmas special, the last show of 2020. And I will be back, y'all, in 2021 with something new and exciting. So I hope to see you then. Merry Christmas. I love you all. Bye. And let's not forget to continue to inspire to rise and rise higher. Kirsty Spence. I'm out.